This week on Kentucky Afield. We're in Spencer County and the Beagles are making music.
There you go.
They're hot on the trail of a cottontail. Next, one of the most overlooked hunting opportunities in the state. We're after crows on public land.
Right here. There's a few coming in on the right.
Then,
There he is.
these winter months can be a great time to get out and catch fish,
Ooh, a nice one too.
especially some of the more delicious ones, like Sauger.
Very nice.
Wow, it's a nice one.
It's all next on Kentucky Afield.
Such a pretty fish.
Beautiful.
This pond is plumb loaded with frogs.
They're everywhere in here. Yeah, this is a good fish right here. Really good fish.
Come here, girl.
Hey, boy.
That's a big rabbit. Nice job. Yes! Yes! My first muskie. Mercy Leo!
Yeah, look at it. It's a keeper.
Here it goes. Boom! Wow, that happened fast. Hello, and welcome to Kentucky Afield. I'm your host, Chad Miles. Join us as we journey the Commonwealth in search of outdoor adventure. Our modern firearms season is now over, but that doesn't mean there are not a lot of good reasons to get outdoors and hunt and fish. One of my favorite activities coming up right now, that's rabbit hunting. Well, rabbit season is finally here. It's a little warm today, but we're hoping to get these dogs out and put them on some bunnies. You guys ready to get after it?
We are.
Yes, sir. Now, this is a farm that we've actually been on before late in the year, and you guys have had a lot of success rabbit hunting here in Spencer County. Gun season's coming up this week. You guys actually bow hunted this morning.
Been up since 3:45 this morning, so.
Hey, what gets better than combining a day of bow hunting and rabbit hunting all in the same day? That's the way to do it right
If we
there.
just brought the boat, we could have crappie fish later tonight.
That would have been nice. That would have been nice. Hey, you actually have a dog with you today, too. Tell me a little bit about your dog.
My daughter found that dog. I guess he was about 3 months old, so when we got him home, I thought I'll take him out and start training him, and I did.
Well, we'll see how he does. I brought my two. I got Josie, this little lemon dog here, and Checkers, the tricolor. We've been doing some training, and they've hunted once this year, so hopefully we can get out and jump some bunnies. Ryan, did you see any deer this morning?
Seen 3 deer, 3 bucks, 1 doe.
Okay.
Not as many as we wanted to, but still good time. Good to get out.
So we're actually rabbit hunting where you deer hunt, and a lot of people have concern that it's going to mess their deer up. What's your thoughts on that?
I don't think it has any effect, honestly. You know, another farm we hunt, there's dogs that run loose constantly. You know, they don't have any fence or anything, you know, and they get out and run rabbits, and, you know, we still see deer day in, day out. So I think it's hardly any effect, honestly.
Okay. Dan, you and I have done some fishing in the past, and this is a piece of property that you've had permission to hunt for a while. You killed some limits out here several times.
Yeah, this farm generally has a lot of rabbits on it,
Okay.
so it should be a good hunt.
These dogs have said, I've been on this leash long enough, let's go.
Go get them.
Uh-oh. First bunny up. We got them all barking now, so this is hot.
Skeet him up!
Ain't that something? I ain't even seen this rabbit, and they already got one down. That's awesome. Yeah. That's a big old bunny.
That's good boys. That's good boys. That's good boys.
All right, good job, dogs. Let's
Good
go,
boys.
let's go.
Ryan, they coming back down towards you.
Checker jumped a rabbit right here. Ryan was able to get a couple shots, but it's really thick. And we just had a shot over here, but I haven't heard whether or not they got that rabbit yet.
Hey, Chad, I think I killed that rabbit your dog's on.
Oh, okay. Hey, we got that rabbit down. So you see it, right?
Yeah, I missed it. It come by me and went up the hill and turned around and come right back. I think Dad killed it.
Hey, you're supposed to shoot all the shells. You just shot one.
I know it. I was trying to outdo my son because I think he emptied everything he had over there.
Well, you look like you did a good job because there it lays. Nice shot.
Thanks.
See how this goes right here? I get handed the rabbit.
This is why I
Dude,
had a
dirty
son
work.
right here. This is why I had a son.
There you go. Too bad we're not swamp rabbit hunting. They'd be about 3 times that size. You really weigh him down.
There he goes, there he goes, there he goes.
Still going.
I'm gonna tell you, Chad, I'm pretend like I didn't see that.
That was too close. Come here, Josie. This is just grown up thick briars. And what this is it's perfect for rabbits to elude birds of prey. Think about a bird trying to swoop down and get something out of this. It would be nearly impossible. It's also a great spot to raise young and keep them away from coyotes. Good shot.
Good boys.
That was a good run there now. They ran that rabbit 4 or 5 different brush piles and finally got it out.
I could have shot him sitting one time. I didn't.
Nice job, man.
Thank you.
One for the skillet.
All right. There he is, coming right at you, right at you.
These rabbits want to run over me today. He said right at me and I'm looking out there. He meant right at me, like right here. Here he is, here he is, here he is. Look, dead, dead. Here you go. Good boy, good boy. There you go, there you go. That was awesome.
Dogs ran this one maybe a couple 100 yards. Came back by me. We got him.
There were 2 shots. Was that us? There he is, that's Barry. He must have got that rabbit. Oh my gosh, that thing ran forever. There you go.
Get him?
Got him! What a crazy race. That was so good. I am so impressed. Hank did such a great job. Ran that rabbit around there, and the rabbit, you could tell, was getting tired. It wasn't going very hard, but he was out in front of the dogs. Of course, these dogs got about 20 miles on them now today. I did not want that rabbit to get away. These dogs, after 20 miles, the truck's right here, wanted to go ahead and take that one. Well, guys, I really appreciate the invite. I couldn't imagine a better day this early in the rabbit season to come out here and run dogs. I really appreciate you guys. We got to do it again.
Yep.
It was a good day.
A lot of fun.
Crows are one of the most intelligent birds here in the state of Kentucky, and hunting them is a great way to test your outdoor skills.
It's a beautiful morning here in Kentucky. We're gonna be doing something a little different today. We're about to tuck in some cedars back here in the corner of this field and set up some decoys. We're gonna try to call in some crows. I kind of like this setup. It's a rolling hilltop here and there's low cedar trees behind us, so we have good cover to kind of tuck in behind. We're still gonna wear full camouflage, face masks. What's nice about these cedar trees being low is that if birds do come over, if it were tall, say hardwoods like oaks, they could fly on over those trees, be out of range. If anything comes over today, we should get a good shot at it. I've set up these crow decoys just kind of out here in a feeding pattern and set this collar up here in this cedar tree and see what happens here. Well, nothing came into the spot the first set of the day, but we've got plenty more to go and feel confident we can get some more birds in. All right, well, this spot didn't produce either. We've got one other spot on this farm that we're gonna try out. If we don't have any luck there, we're gonna head out to Taylorsville Lake WMA and try to do some public hunting. Just finished the last setup out here. We had one come in, it looked kind of interested. I don't know what it is, but I certainly don't want to play by the rules. So we're gonna pack the trucks up, head down the road and go to Taylorsville Lake WMA and see what the flocks there are like. Maybe we'll have some better luck. We're out here at the WMA. There was another truck parked up in the parking lot and I hear some dogs, so I'm assuming that he's running those trying to get some rabbits. But it shouldn't affect us. This area is big enough to where we shouldn't affect each other. And we're about to hit up this field and see if we can get a few birds to come in. All right, we got one coming in over here. He turned. He's not wanting to come in. There's another one behind him though. He's coming in. Yeah, he's coming in. All right, we got one down. Still hearing a few in the area. We're probably gonna just let this play out, see if we can't get a few more to come in. Hey, there's one back here. One back here. We just got our second one down off this set. I'm gonna go ahead and look for him first and then come back and look for that other bird. Should be right around here. There he is. All right, found him. We knew right where he dropped, but thought it was gonna be a little tougher than that. We know right where that second one is, so we're gonna go try to find him. All right. We weren't sure if we were gonna find him. This field's pretty thick, but luckily with crows, since they're solid black, it's high contrast. So they're a lot easier to spot than say if it were a dove out here. So that's number two. We're gonna go try to set up again and get a few more. They started to come in, and I don't know if they just saw something they didn't like or what, but you know, crow hunting, it's a challenge. They're really smart birds. Actually, one of the few birds in North America that can actually recognize their own reflection. They're very smart. All right, we're in this new field. So I think we'll put some decoys up here on the top of the ridge, just so birds can see it from a little bit farther away, then tuck down here in this a little bit lower of a spot. Get the collar and hopefully get a few more to come in. Right here. There's a few coming in on the right. They're going behind those trees. I think they're gonna come out. Yeah, here we go. All right, that first set did it. We came to this second field and won right off the bat. The best part about crow hunting is that the only thing you need is a hunting license, just a regular statewide license. There's a season on them, but there's no limit. You can just go all day, and sure is a blast. A lot of people probably don't know this, but crows, they're actually nest raiders, and they're particularly hard on duck eggs. So with this, it's at least helping out the population with other game species. They're circling behind us. They don't want to come in all the way to gun range. We'll just wait them out. I think if we're patient, they'll come in. All right, here we go. I just need to clear those trees. All right, yep. Yeah, got a double on that one. This is fun. All right, there's another one coming in. He's pretty high. Let me try it. A lot of people kind of wonder, what's the point of going crow hunting? And me personally, I use the parts off of them for coyote trapping, especially a little bit later in the year. I save the breast meat and the feathers especially. That big old black wing sticking out of a hole, it really catches their attention. I've had great luck with that. There are people out there that eat crow. Personally, I've never tried it. I'll leave it for the coyotes and keep using them as an attractant.
Winter conditions and cold water can be tough on some anglers, but if you like to sauger fish, these conditions are perfect. So I guess that's the Frankfurt pound, huh?
That's it.
I'll let you lead the way. You know right where you're going.
All right.
So I guess the very first thing you do when you go sauger fishing is you kind of look at how much flow you got and how much weight you're going to need to keep it on the bottom, huh?
Right.
The last year, it's been hard to find a date to get on the river where it's not blown out.
Well, with so much rain that we've had,
Yeah.
it's really changes from one day to the next.
Most river fishermen know if it's going to be a good day as soon as they lay their eyes on the water. What are you guys thinking about today?
I like the color and the flow.
All right, good. I'm going to start throwing here a little curly tail little swim bait or maybe a paddle tail swim bait on a 1/4 ounce head and see if I can keep it pegged to the bottom. The most important thing when sauger fishing, keep your bait on the bottom. You may go through some lures, but if you ain't on the bottom, you're not going to be catching fish.
I'm from Bourbon County.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was raised in a little town, North Middletown.
Yeah.
We all probably grew up on Stoner Creek. And then when we came to Frankfurt, naturally we came to a bigger body of water. Whoever catches the first fish doesn't have to buy lunch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We go starve. There he is.
Maybe they're moving in.
Ooh, a nice one too.
Very nice.
Wow, it's a nice one.
That is a nice, that's a sauger too, isn't it? Yeah, it sure is.
Boy, he's healthy.
That's a nice looking fish. There was a barge parked here when we first got here, and when that barge moved, the water conditions kind of changed, and it's finally settling back out.
He was close to the bank too. He probably wasn't about maybe 15 foot out.
But look how healthy he is.
Oh, I know.
Now, I'll tell you what, when it comes to table fare, is there a fish that you'd rather have than that right there?
No, it's hard to beat. It's
And-
pretty hard to beat.
So recently, we have changed the rules and regulations on sauger, walleye, and hybrids of those species, known as sawguys. And the reason it's changed is we're wanting to see more fish this size. And right now, it's combined. If you catch walleye, sauger, or sawguy, they all go together. 14-inch length limit, 6 per person.
Oh, okay.
Man, you get 6 that size, and you've got something.
Wow.
I think we can do it.
Yeah.
This is a pretty simple bait and fairly inexpensive. You just got a 1/4 ounce ball head on there with a little paddle tail swim bait on there. And you want to keep it simple because you're going to lose some, aren't you?
Bunch of it. You're gonna lose.
Let's see how long that fish is. I'm going to guess that fish is 18 inches. Maybe longer. Almost 19.
Almost 19 inches.
That's a really, really nice fish. Someone thinks they want to give this a try. Obviously, you need a rod that you can make long casts, a medium action rod, just about 10-pound test line. And another important thing is you're looking for areas in the bottom where you got some water current, but it's a spot they can kind of rest up a little bit.
Yeah. Just like, for instance, at the edge of that barrier,
Yeah.
It creates a little bit of a eddy,
Yeah.
and that's a great ambush point for these type of fish anyway.
It gives them a break and it takes the bait and pulls the bait right to
The
them.
bait comes right into them.
Yeah.
You know.
Now, Mark, you're no stranger to fishing right here around Frankfort in the river, are you?
No, I've been fishing this part of the river and all the river in Frankfort here for all my life, pretty much.
Yeah.
It's just something we always did as a kid. To come down here to fish.
It's close, it's convenient. You never know what you're going to catch. You got him? Nice. There you go. Looks like a pretty good one. Oh my gosh, look at that, Sauger. Look at that.
Jeez.
And there's what you caught it on right there, little
Bass Pro.
Bass Pro with the lead head on it. Man, what a nice fish. Look how healthy and thick this is.
Fish has been eating good.
This is a trophy fish.
Oh, definitely.
It's a beautiful fish. I mean, this is a 20-inch plus fish, and you've already got a near 19-inch fish in there.
Right.
This is 2 fish makes a mess. Man, they're strong, aren't they?
Yeah, really.
So we're right at 20 inches on this one. Well, it's about an inch longer than your last one. Come down here and catch 1 or 2 of those, and you've got yourself a mess fish. It makes it worthwhile. And we talked about fishing out here off the bank. You know, a lot of people would think, well, there's no chance you're going to catch such a trophy fish off the bank. I'm sitting right here in downtown Frankfort. It's not like we've traveled to the deep extreme somewhere where there's no pressure.
About 2 miles from my house.
2 miles from your house, come down here and you catch a beautiful, beautiful fish like this.
Look at that. Wow.
And Bill, you said it perfectly. If you're a person that you got an hour or 2 after work and you don't want to mess with dealing with your boat,
Yeah.
you can still run down here and run on the edge of the bank and make a couple casts. You never know what you may catch.
This is what's here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, I think our day's going to get cut short. I believe it's going to start raining, but you know, considering you just came down here to spend some time, catch some trophy fish like this, it don't get any better, does it?
No.
Not at all.
Out of all the fish species we have, game fish species we have in the state, these, in my opinion, are some of the most beautiful. They got that real distinctive, real flat nose, and they get in these areas and they can cut the water. But I really appreciate you guys having us out. Who would have thought? Right here in downtown Frankfort, you can walk down and catch a couple of trophy fish.
Good kept secret, but I believe it's going to get out now.
You know what? You got 2 really nice ones today, and you know what? I'll be back.
Certainly.
Thank you. Hopefully we'll have to get out and do something else sometime.
Anytime.
Well, I appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Bill, for asking me to come with you.
Yep.
Now let's check in and see who else has been out having fun in this week's Ones That Didn't Get Away. Brothers Landon and Easton both punched their buck tags. They both took nice deer from Harrison County. Nice job, boys. Bill Raines took this impressive, beautiful 10-point buck in Alexandria in Campbell County, Kentucky. Nice deer. Check out this smile on Savannah Hillman, who caught this nice crappie at Taylorsville Lake while fishing with her grandpa. Nice job. Here we have 13-year-old Rex Ward, who took this nice 8-point buck in Beauty, Kentucky. I love these pictures of young people rabbit hunting. Here's Isaac Ward, who's 10 years old. With his first rabbit, he took this rabbit in Martin County. Here we have Dina and her nice 11-point buck that she got during the modern gun season. Congratulations. Here we have Libby and Todd. This is Libby's first buck ever, and she took it during the modern gun season. Congratulations. Here we have Caleb Farthing with a nice turkey that he took during the fall turkey season. Caleb is also a cancer survivor. Nice job. Check out the smile on 9-year-old Amelia Lampkin with her nice 8-point buck that was taken in Marion County. Nice job. Here we have 13-year-old Dylan Trent with his first deer, a nice 9-point buck that was taken in Clark County, Kentucky. Here we have 13-year-old Jack Thomas of Shepherdsville, Kentucky, who took his very first deer, a nice buck, in Breckenridge County. Here we have Sam Fisher of Midway, Kentucky, who took this nice buck with a bow and arrow on private land in Trigg County. Nice job. Here at Kentucky Afield, we'd like to wish you a very happy 2022. We're making some exciting plans for some great outdoor adventures, and we hope that you're doing the same too. And remember, hunting and fishing on private property is a privilege. Always ask permission and thank the landowner. Until next week, I'm your host, Chad Miles, and I hope to see you in the woods or on the water.